Come on, guys. Let's get some moves over there. Come on. Welcome to the Ellen Show. Listen to this song.
Hypocrite, dirty hypocrite, you're gonna pay the price someday. Hypocrites, all of you hypocrites, you're gonna pay the price someday. Would you speak from your mouth, but your heart is telling lies? Hypocrite, you better watch out. We walk, we talk together. Yes, we do. We ate, we drank together. Yes, we do. But when I find you're a snake in the grass, my heart breathes to be taken for an ass. Oh, but hypocrite, all of you hypocrites, you're gonna pay the price someday. Hypocrite, stinking hypocrite, gonna pay the price someday. Would you speak from your mouth, but your heart is still alive? Oh, hypocrite, you better watch out. All the time I was joking with you, you were planning to make me blue. On the side of your smile was a frown. You see,
All right. Hope you like the intro there. Welcome to the Ellen Show. This is a show about coming out of this crisis without any scratches by illuminating our mind, our soul, our heart, and by illuminating our country, our countrymen, helping one another. This is not one person's problems, this is everybody's problem. And by illuminating the world, everywhere out there, every nation, one person at a time. That's all I'm talking to. I'm just talking to one person. Time to light up your coconut. 99 cents light bulb at the hardware store. Not that expensive. Come on, light up. Are you investigating? Are you one of those people who looks through things through a magnifying glass to make sure that it's all there? All right, guys, as always, let me introduce you to my wonderful assistant here, Mr. Dommy. Hi, guys, look. This pandemic, it's continuing again. Now they're talking about a second wave. I'm tired of this mask. What are we going to do? Guys, are you a hypocrite? Are you one of those people? Come on, listen to this, okay? It's very important. It's crucial that you listen fully. This show is done just for you. One person at a time. Just be patient and listen through it. There's no editing, there's nothing. It's a one-shot show. So, be patient, stay tuned. And my lovely Mrs. Clip. Hi guys, how are you? How are you today?
Guys, I've been inviting you to my library, and I see some people are coming already, getting your library card, so that we can go back to those books, especially those old books. Remember, guys, technology, it's one thing about technology is that it's very easy to be changed. When it's a book and it's an older book, nobody can change that. It's already there. So guys, sometimes the definition of something can be changing to suit certain things. But when you go to the library, you can see the books that were written long before all these gadgets came out. So come out here and get yourself some good knowledge so that way you can balance yourself. Okay? Take care. Have a nice weekend. Oh, wow. The word of the day is hypocrite. Hypocrite. All right. Have a good day.
Thank you, Mrs. Clip. You know, sometimes I look at something online and the definition is very different than what I was told when I was a kid. So I'm a dying dinosaur. So I'm running out of time. Let's go. I'm talking to all those silverbacks out there. The gorilla. Ugh. Those silverbacks. Those guys in their 50s. Regardless. Sometimes the emotions. Knowledge is power. And the people who tell you otherwise is because they want something from you. I'm going to talk about somebody that is not very popular around there. And it's not Trump. Gotta love this guy, man. Come on. This guy, what would our life be without him? This guy makes things interesting. Times, you know, people come and go. I remember when Bush was the president, right? People used to call him the Antichrist. Yeah, right. The Antichrist was like, really? Come on, man. Then Obama came and people call him all kinds of names. Me, I respect all presidents. I have this little thing here. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. You know my show is not edited, so well, I couldn't find it. But it's this one thing that they're sending you these coins, and they have all 40 presidents, all the way down to Reagan. There is no other presidents, only 1 through 40, and it's these gold coins that you can buy. And I cut it. I don't know where it is. I cut it. It's somewhere in my book. I was going to show it to you because, you know, it's a very Americana, you know. All these people, all these 40 presidents before, right? This 80s era, after this 80s era actually, because it started with Bush in the 90s, were very American. Everything they did was to bring into America, right? Whether it was a business project, you know, they make mistakes too, like everybody. Nobody's perfect. But what I'm saying is, it was a very Americana, right? A philosophy. Excuse me. This is old schoolers, basically OGs, right? They thought that we need to feed this all the time, and now we see people that they say there's something wrong with this. They want to change everything because they don't know what it took to get it. Don't lose something to find out what it means. And that's what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about a guy who perhaps is one of the most popular guys in the world. And the most talked about, either for good reasons or bad reasons. Guys, I'm a salesman. I'm not a preacher, a priest, although I'm got my fair share of religion because I grew up that way, that going to school and everything. You had to have it back when I was a kid where I could. But that was a gift to me because we're going to talk about where is my stuff today? Salvation. Turn that off if you're not a person that can watch something powerful. Because this is not about religion, my friend. I don't give religion. My religion is mine. Mine is only mine. I don't want to share it with nobody, so don't think you're special. My religion is mine. It was given to me since I was born. See how people can get crazy very easily? Guys, no. I will never tell you something that it was not good to me. And I will never sell you anything. Anything. And I'm talking about anything. Look, I thought I was just going to reach one person when I started this show back in March. And I thought maybe if I have one subscriber, which is my girlfriend, that would be it. So I'm surprised to see all of those people that subscribe. Guys, if I don't respond to you, don't feel like this is not Facebook. I'm just doing this, sending messages out there. I'm very honored that you follow, that you subscribe, very honored. But that's not the reason why I'm doing this. And I'll tell you in a minute. Put your comments, vent yourself, do whatever you want to do. You're not going to get a response from me because I'm not here to joke around and play around with people who likes to debate everything. I'm just expressing myself, putting this out there in the universe for me to watch it, if I'm lucky enough, maybe in 20 years down the line, and see what it was today that people thought it was the end of the world. Because 30 years ago, I used to hear about the end of the world. Remember Y2K? Oh God, the world's going to end. Guess what? I went to a Y2K party that it was $500 a person, hosted by my corporation, and me and another person, we went and had a blast. Because I'm not going to be sold something that is as ridiculous as that. And so what if it happens? We're going to stop our lives because of it. We come from Stone Age. We come from caves. Right? Hypocrites, right? We come I keep this to remind me who we really are and the metal that we're made of. You hear about minerals? Well, your body is mostly water, flesh, and minerals. But let's talk about our soul. Don't get me started. So guys, don't feel offended. I probably put a like if I hear a comment and I like it. But I'm not engaged. I'm not here to make money. This is not for profit. If I ever do something, it will be me going physically to do something if I find myself that is doing something beneficial to people. But this is an emergency that we need to talk about right now. And it's the salvation. When I was a kid, I was just a kid. Maybe the first time I heard this was when I was like 11 years old, and a guy approached to me and said, "Are you saved?" Saved from what? Are you saved? Is Jesus Christ your Savior? Well, I believe in Jesus. I was brought up religious, but that's not how it works for me. Right? And then I grew up older and I wanted to find out. The reason why I became a salesman was because of that man named Jesus Christ. A lot of people, they get so proud because they have 20 million viewers and 20 million. So this is so. Well, guys, what can you do, right? We are Stone Age people trying to act like we're not hypocrites, right? Guys, there was a guy 2,000 years ago that told a story to people, for free, by the way. The song of today is a song called Hypocrites by Jimmy Cliff. Great singer. His hit. Go ahead and play it and listen to it and read it, because it says, "Hypocrites, you dirty hypocrite. You're gonna pay the price someday. Hypocrites, all of you hypocrites, you're gonna pay the price someday. Words you speak from your mouth, but your heart is telling lies. Oh, hypocrite, you better watch out. You better watch out. You better not cry. Today, out there on Main Street, people are screaming at the top of their lungs how righteous they are for about 6-7 hours. And then they go into their $100,000 car and then they go home. And then they say, I'll be back tomorrow. But this cause needs to be resolved, right? Well, let's talk about that guy who walked among the people that he loved, ate with them, slept with them, and died for them. His name was Jesus of Nazareth. Now, this is not a religious show, guys. I am a salesman, but let me tell you what this is about and why I became a salesman and why I believe so strongly in the power of a pitch. This guy said 3 things to me that transformed my life since I was a kid. Let's see if I remember, because I'm getting old and sometimes, I don't edit this. So everything is flowing as I feel the need to come. So the show is direct. By the way, do you know what time it is? Have you had enough yet with chaos and diseases and all the things they want to throw at you to sell you those wonderful products? There's some hypocrites. It's time to tell it like it is. And I'm putting it out there regardless. This may not get to anybody. I hear people's videos are being censored YouTube. I don't care. I don't get paid by YouTube. I don't get paid by you. I don't get paid by anybody. It's free. So thank you for letting me put it there. That's why I'm doing this. The guy said, anybody has a coin? And then somebody pulled out a coin and said, whose face is on that money? And a guy said, well, it's Caesar's money. And then he said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. Whoa! What a powerful statement. I never forgot it. Till today. That's the reason also, because my parents used to have gold and silver, but that's why I keep this, so that I'm reminded who Caesar is and who God is. A lot of people got it all mixed up these days. They're going after it, and then they talk about God. After it, now when they have it, they go, oh yes, oh God. But without it, now you're getting the point. Jesus, the other thing that struck me, let me see if I wrote it here. Then we had this argument between rich and poor every day. And they asked Jesus, they said, Jesus, I have a question. And Jesus goes, chill out, easy. What is the question? I cannot imagine talking to him. You gotta admit it, man. I'm gonna tell you why you should respect this man. At least. They go, Jesus, will a rich man go to heaven? And he simplifies it. He goes, it will be easier for a camel to go through a needle hole than a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Guys, I did not say this myself. I've been reading this book since I'm a kid, and I read this back and forth, not to be telling people what to do. For me, he did not tell you, go read everybody this. He said, go give people the good news of the kingdom of heaven, right? I'm not preaching to you. I am just telling you what this said. So don't get all ruffled up. Just think for a moment. Light up your coconut and stop going by emotions and get the good emotions of learning so that you understand why you are where you are and why your only salvation is to understand why you are where you are. Tomorrow I may not be here, but if this message touches you as one person and makes you think, then you might want to go dust this off and say, what is this book has to say for me? Or any other book that inspires you. I'm just simplifying it. Don't be a dummy. See this guy? Do you see anything in it? No. Dummy, right? Your country needs you, the world needs you. By the way, hold on one second. I gotta get the superstar of this show. This is the superstar. It's breaking down today. There you go. Respect the world, guys. Respect your country. Respect your fellow man. And you'll see how happy you're gonna live fast. All right. So that was 2, right? I said, wait a minute. If I'm rich, I'm not gonna go to heaven? That doesn't make any sense. Well, guys, I didn't say that. It was said here. And it has a little more than that. Okay, so hypocrite. I gotta put this on. Hold on a second. Every time I get up.
We drank together. But when I find your
Alright, guys. By the way, I grew up in the northern part of the Caribbean. And I know a lot about this music. It's inside me. I have my books that I keep, and I used to have a lot of books, but I let them go as I go because, you need more room for things, but it's always good to have a good physical book, right? Everybody's like, let me see, let me open a page. Nah, laziness, right? I'm just passing by this place and I'm observing things. All right, guys. I don't want to run out of time here. Real quick. So the third thing, and guys, let me tell you what thank you, my new subscriber. He knows who it is. If you're watching this, I wish you the best. Learn that song, master it, and teach it to the little kids. You know who you are, and never be afraid. Go back to basics, my friend. Salvation is within you. You have it already in you. It was given to you a long time ago. We'll get to it. It's hard to surrender. So what basically Jesus was saying about the rich guy is that it's going to be very hard for a rich guy to surrender all his stuff. To join the only cause that is in the world, which is good. Everybody goes around it and around it so they don't have to do it. Let somebody else do it. Let me send this check to this group of people that they're doing marvelous work for me. But no, I gotta go play around or something, right? Because I'm too busy and now I can't play, I can't go nowhere and I gotta wear this mask. Why? Why me? I'm a nice person. Wake up, my friend. The third one, there's a third one. There is a third one. Where did I write that down? Where did I write that down? Okay, isn't it? And oh, the third one. Guys, remember, I'm doing this just for you. Do not criticize me. I'm not an actor. I'm not an artist. I'm a salesman. I make transactions. This is what brought me to that. Is this. Today actually is the 12th, I guess, right? So it's 91 days of Corona-19 here in the United States. It started on March 13th. That was the national emergency. So we're still in Corona time. Oh, it's getting worse, they say. Okay, keep going. Life and beliefs. When you have something as powerful as your beliefs, and you're going to surrender them to something else because they sold you, right? A good salesman came in and said, hey, look, what you have may not be working for you. Let me take you this place. Come on, follow me, follow me. And you go, oh, okay, well, maybe you never even use what you already have. How many people buy some shoes, don't wear them, and give it to the... So if you have it, you don't use it, it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. We talk about salvation. This is not a religious show, my friend. You'll get to it in just about 2 more minutes. But in the meantime, 30 more seconds of this. Listen.
To be taken for an ass. Oh, hypocrite, all of you hypocrites.
All right. Now, the third one. Jesus, let me get this. Tell people, one command I give you. And I need to put this in the, but I'm just paraphrasing here, guys. I'm not a preacher. I'm not here to convince you of anything like that. This is just to illustrate why you fall sometimes where you are and how are you going to get out. 1 second. See, somebody's trying to lock you up. They're going to keep the key. And you're going to be right there. You see that word right there? Ooh, how appropriate. That's why this is never going to be popular. It's going to take centuries. Just like somebody I'm talking about. So he says, go to every corner. I guess they used to believe that it was square because he said every corner of the world. And spread the good news of the kingdom of heaven. And that's what this is about. It took me a long time. I was Googling the largest religions in the world. And Christianity came in at almost 2.4 billion people are Christians. And then 1.8 Islam. And I love every religion that preaches peace, good, and prospered people because that's good. And then I went around the world and I look at the countries that are Christian, whether it's Catholic, Christian, or whatever, but they don't talk about Jesus. And I noticed that a lot of those countries are very prosperous. And they have reached tremendous prosperity. And I said, well, that happened 2,000 years ago, and this guy is still talking about it. He's an ingredient of fights, arguments, philosophers, inspirations to a lot of craziness too. Hey, it's right there. He just said it, right? But a lot of wealth people, you know? But here's where the kicker comes. Guys, when you are a salesperson, and if you're a salesperson out there, just comment something, okay? But when you are a salesperson, you go by a closing ratio. Have you ever heard of the phrase ABC? Always be closing. So let's say you get 10 people, right? And out of those 10 people, if you can sell 2, you're a good salesman. But if you can sell 3 consistently all the time, I mean month after month after month, you are the Superman of sales. See? Salesman. Well, my friends, Jesus, this guy that everybody talks about, when you divide about 2.4 billion people into 7.5 billion, comes about 32% closing ratio. If you don't care for it as a belief or as an inspiration or a spiritual guide, you should have at least a lot of respect for what these men have achieved. Because there is no man in this world capable of closing 32% every day for 2,000 years, especially when you only can live up to 100 tops. So guys, your salvation is there and is within you. Maybe you need to stop buying. And what makes great people is when they sell good things. So I'm not selling you anything. I'm not asking you for anything. I'm just asking you to think about your own, if you think it's necessary. Right? May God bless you. And remember that song. Someday is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hypocrites, right? Get to work, gentlemen. The world needs you. See, you want other people to be good. Well, you can. Oh, I'm gonna go to that rally but I'm going back to my mansion. Oh yeah. He'll come knocking on your door.